Hi, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel today. Today I'm working on Margarete Miller's challenge, the CWP challenge. And this week, I'm just going to grab, there we go, not prepared clearly. This week I'm working on number 10, week number 10. And the prompts for week number 10, something related to sport, a gate or a fence, a line of poetry or a song, numbers, an old sticky note, and the bonus is something that starts with the letter C. Okay, so those are the prompts. I'm going to pop that there. Now, I've got a bit of corrugated cardboard, so that's my something that begins with C. And a fence or a gate, I have this die that die cuts a fence, and I've actually die cut that out of what generally gets used to cover books. I'll show you that in a moment. So that's my fence or a gate. Something related to sport. Well, I've used one of my clear stamps. And I bought this whole stamp set just for this image. I thought it was brilliant. When I was making cards for golfers, it was just such a good image. So it's actually a golf ball sitting on a tee waiting to be whacked with a golf club. So that is my image, something to do with sport. Numbers. I've got a little stencil here from Witchcraft Do You Do, an Australian company, and I'm going to use that stencil to sponge over my background. What else have I got? An old sticky note. Oh, I struggled a bit with this one. I have a couple of things. I have this that was on some legal documents that we had to sign some time ago, but they're quite modern, so I was panicking a bit, thinking, oh, well, that might have to do. And then I found I have in one of my handbags, I have a little notebook. And it was a freebie with a magazine here in Australia. I'm sure you can get it. I'm pretty sure you can get it in America and also in the UK. Inspirations. I used to subscribe to that magazine. And in this little, it was just like a little miniature journal, really. It was about so high. Should have brought it up with me. It's downstairs. And I keep sort of measurements, window measurements, wall measurements. More about that in a moment. And those sort of things in this little book. But in it are some little Post-its. Now, this would have to be years old. I had this way before we left Sydney, so it is quite old. This was also one of the sticky labels in there, so I may use both, but I'm definitely going to use that one. So that's the story of that. Now, the poem or a song, a line from a song, struggled. So I Googled. Mr. Google came to the rescue, and I found this, which I thought, considering I'm using that image, was quite good. It says, whack that ball, don't hit a tree, be conked out in the head you see, and don't hit into the rough, oh my gosh, that sure is tough. Okay, so that's a bit of a poem. Joshua Lacey wrote those lines, and I thought, I'm going to use that. Okay. Closest I can get. I've got another number here, the number 4, for obvious reasons. And I've got a sticker. So that's it. This is a pretty straightforward collage. And I think what I've done, I've taken another piece out of that bathroom book that I've been using. I'm going to have to put a clear piece on, like a plain piece of coffee dyed paper or something on the back. But I've used this, which is from decorator's paper, you know, that you use as a, what am I trying to say? To save your floor or to save a window or whatever. So I've used that, stuck that down to the front of my page, and I'm going to sew all the way around. So this is perfect. Right, I'm just going to get myself organised. I want some ink, and I'm thinking possibly brush corduroy. So I'm just going to go and grab that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've decided on frayed burlap. We'll see how that looks. How are you all? I have to say it's Monday here at the moment. I'm running a bit behind. I had a shocker of a day on Sunday. I was downstairs. Actually, I was downstairs editing a video, and I heard this almighty crash, and I knew straight away what it would be. Ian was outside, sitting outside, and I yelled at him. He thought I'd fallen down or pulled something down on myself. And it was a shelf in my craft room. And it's the shelf that I use in one of my opening videos. And I must admit, it had a few bits on, but I didn't think it was that heavy. But clearly it was. And the whole thing came crashing down. And that was bad enough. But what it did, it pulled everything down off the shelf, of course. All my journals that were on there, bits and bobs, tags that I'd made, all sorts. But on the way down, it hit the computer on my desk. I have a desktop iMac, a big one, and that came down. The shelf must have just caught it, and it's landed on the floor, and if it had fallen a bit further over, it would have landed on a mat that is on the floor there, but it didn't. And it smashed all the screen of my computer, so I was beside myself yesterday. Don't know what is going to happen with that. Whether we'd be covered on the insurance, don't know. I mean, I do have a laptop, but I like my my big computer for storing stuff. I mean, I have storage cards and all, but you know, I've got a lot of stuff on that big computer. I'm just hoping that I can salvage some. We'll see. I'm not going to turn it on at the moment, but we will see. So that was Sunday. So Wars and I, oh gosh, dreadful at the moment. But the good thing was that I'd been saying, oh, I need more shelving up here. And today we went and organised some shelving. Unfortunately, we don't have an IKEA. Our nearest IKEA is in Sydney, and I just couldn't justify the trip down there to bring it. They sadly don't. Well, they deliver, but they charge an awful lot of money to deliver up to us. So that wasn't really an option. So yeah, tale of woe from me this weekend. Was not my best, but you know, these things happen. Right, I need something to poke this out. Hope this works. So how was your weekend? I hope you fared better than me. It's also very warm here, and I'm sorry to say that, because I know in New York and parts of America it's freezing. I've got a niece in Sydney who is due to go over to America on business in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm just hoping the weather improves a bit for her, because I think she might find it a bit hard after the kind of weather we've had just lately. Anyway, it is what it is. Right, let's see. There we go. So this is my fence. Let's put that die over there, out of the way. And I mean, you can peel the back off this and it will stick down. And I'm not sure whether to do that or just glue it at the moment. We'll see. Just a couple of bits to come out there. So. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this. There's my golf tee. Oh, I've got the fan on. Just move that round a bit so it doesn't send everything flying. This, I stamped this in archival ink on the back of a book page, just a clear piece. And I just used a couple of my Prisma colour pencils to colour it in. That's how old these stickers are. Look, they don't adhere to anything, which is a bit painful. Okay, something like that. With this up here, that's my sentiment, and I want that over here. And the number 4 will go on there. Would I be better having that there? No, then you can't see it as a fence. Let's have a look here. Where's my glue? Let's glue those two pieces together. Now, okay, need to look at these numbers again. Okay. I cannot get anything straight. Look at that. I'm going to go and stitch this and I will be right back. Okay, so I've stitched around the edges. I've stamped a little bit around as well, around here, just with that splatter stamp. And I've added a couple of postage stamps, I think. I'm going to put those in, pull out the green. And I think that will be it. And where are these from? India. There you go. I know Indians are a cricketing nation. I don't know about golf. Anyway, never mind. They were the colours I wanted. Okay, that's it. So we'll just double check. Something related to sport, our golf ball. A gate or a fence. Numbers, there's one here and the background is stamped with numbers. A line of poetry or a song. An old sticky note, which is this one here. And something beginning with C, corrugated cardboard. So that's it. CWP number 10, complete. Thank you so much for calling past today, listening to my sob story. Let's hope the week improves. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time. Bye now.